Hi, this is Taylor Caron at Hops and Berries in Fort Collins, Colorado with Craft Beer and Brewing's Tip of the Week. Let's talk about kettle selection. Now, most of us, when we start brewing, we have something similar to this, a 5-gallon kettle, considered by many to be the bare minimum for a 5-gallon batch. Using this guy, you're going to have to make a concentrated boil down to about 3.5 gallons, and then top up in your fermenter. That works great. It's got a couple of pros and cons. Chilling 3.5 gallons in an ice bath for a beginner can often be a lot easier than dealing with a full boil. However, that concentrated boil also increases your gravity, which increases your risk of scorching the wort. Also, that increased gravity lowers your hop utilization, so the brewer that really wants to make giant hop bombs will do better finding a kettle that fits all of the wort he needs to make a full boil. The increased gravity of a concentrated boil will also lower your hop utilization, so the brewer that wants to make a hop bomb may do well to find a kettle large enough to fit the full boil so that they can get all that hop goodness out of it. This is a 7.5 gallon kettle, which again is marginally big enough to make a full 5-gallon batch, where you start the boil around 6.5 or maybe a touch bigger, 6 3/4 of a gallon. You really have to hover to make sure you don't have a boil over, but you can do it in this. They also come in 10.5 gallons and all the way up to this guy, which is a 15-gallon kettle. Really what you need if you're going to make a 10-gallon batch of beer. And if you're making good beer, you may want 10 gallons of it. What I feel is the price point of these 5-gallon kettles really works for getting into the hobby. Now, especially if later on you switch from extract to all grain, you'll find a lot of need for large kettles, and so this won't be just put out to pasture. You can use it for your hot liquor tank. $35 or $40 stainless steel pot is a great piece of getting into brewing. If you have the budget for it, by all means jump right into a larger pot that's going to let you do a full boil. Know also that with full boils on an electric stove, it can be a challenge of patience trying to get the boil going. In short, I would say get the biggest pot your budget will afford and you won't be sad. Now, if you want to learn even more about high gravity brewing, click the link below.